Hello world, I'm welcome to SFX0, BroFive production. Next part is Sakura MMO 3. So, I actually trying the newest update of the screen recorder out on this even. So, let's jump into the story again. The captain stands at the head of the boat, a cutlass raised in the air. The warm sunshine glints off the side of the curved blade, and her hair streams behind her like a banner. We're close enough to board. Let's take these scallywags by storm. Their boat's a fine, fancy-looking vessel. I wouldn't be surprised if it's stuffed to the gills with gold. Let's take them for everything they've got. We make them wish they never clapped the eyes of the feared Captain Bunny, scourge of the high seas. Bunny? So is that the captain's name? We'll pillage their stores till there's not a single coin left. Let's go. Aye aye, Captain. Grappling hooks go whizzing through the air as the members of Bunny's crew gather our decks together. Now it's no longer possible to escape, not that I want to. I'm itching for a fight. What are we going to do, Viola? They're going to board our boat. Let them board. I'd like to see them try to best me. But there's dozens of them and only 4 of us. 4 is more than enough. We fought stronger foes before, remember? I'm ready for them. Whoa! We're gonna take part in a battle. A real battle out at sea against pirates. This is so cool. I think it would behoove you to be a bit more cautious. And why should we be cautious, my lady? It's right. These girls are all pushovers. Observe. Neve holds out a hand and says simply, burn. Embers burst from the palm of her hand. They fly through the air, singing the unfortunate members of Bunny's crew that are attempting to board our boat. They go hiss in alarm and let go of the ropes. They fall into thin slithers of ocean between our dark ships with a series of splashes, and when they surface, their hair and clothes are damp. What in the world was that? All of a sudden I felt like my flesh was on fire. It wasn't that girl, was it? The demure little maid. We were defeated by a girl like that. But look at her horn. She's not just a little girl. She couldn't be. A darkling? That's right, I'm a darkling, and I possess powers you could never dream of. Neve smiles politely and drops a neat courtesy. It was a pleasure to meet you. I hope you have a nice day. Good job, Neve. I knew I could count on you. Why, thank you. But of course, everything I do to protect your honor, my lady. You can leave all these little girls to me. I take swift work of them. And me, I want to cut some pirates down too. Well, if you're that determined to fight, I suppose I have to accompany you. It's too late to back down, so? Elaire draws a sword from her scabbard. For the sake of my honor, I fight until I fall. Until you die, not fall. If you fall, you get back up. If you die, you get... I don't know about other people. I will get back up and continue fighting. So it's not that easy to kill me. I actually been close to death once, but it didn't kill me. Wow, how cool. You're super awesome, Larry. I'm not sure about that, but thank you. I used to be a guard, and it was my duty to keep the peace in Motier. Though I am a guard no longer, I still have a knight's dignity, and I will not allow criminals to go unpunished. A pirate finally managed to stick the landing after avoiding Neve's fire spell, but Elaire rounds on them. Before the pirate can draw the cutlass, Hilaire's foot makes contact with the girl's unprotected stomach. The pirates fall onto the deck like a domino. Her cutlass falls from her hand, clanging against the deck with a metallic thud. Well, we have seen that picture in the other Sakura, so... Hilaire stands over the girl, her eyes burning the points of the tip of her sword at the girl's throat. Hey, wait! Don't hurt me! I haven't done anything wrong! Spare me! Oh, please spare me! I'm sorry, but I'm not in the business of negotiating with thieves. I would say, jump over deck and we'll see. Putting up with fiance is bad enough. Huh? What did you say, Larry? Nothing to concern you. Now I'm sorry for not giving you a fighting chance, but there's something I've learned these last months after sparring so often with Viola. Fighting isn't fair, and she would strike first wins. Honor and dignity are important, yes, but I'm not so very generous. I'd stand back and let you hit me first. Good night. Hilaire swings her blade of the sword down. The defeated pirate must be in her early teens, whimpers and closes her eyes, waiting for a bite Hilaire's blade, but it doesn't come. Hooray for Ola! Her tongue is the more merciful that she appears. She was a guard in Motier, yes, but it was her job to punish criminals with imprisonment, not death. Hilaire isn't a murderer. She is too soft-hearted for it. And so she doesn't slice the girl's head off. Instead, Hilaire drives the smooth-rounded hilt of her sword against the girl's chest. This motion, though not lethal, is powerful enough to knock all of the air out of the girl's body. The pirate gasps, her eyes bulging, and then crumples. She must have fainted. That's one foe taken care of, but dozens more girls have come to take her place. They swoop through the air and land on the deck faster than Neve can shoot them down. One of these girls lands on Hilaire's unprotected back, and her cutlass clinking when... Yeah. I don't think so. Fiona intercepts the blow with one of her blades. Get out of the way, you irritating brat. You're the brat trying to hurt Hilaire when she ain't looking in your direction. How cowardly can you be? Taking advantage of this situation hardly cowardly. It's a pirate's way. Oh, is that so? I thought pirates were supposed to be honorable. Well, if you ain't gonna play nice, I ain't either. Phil snakes out her leg. The pirate girl stumbles, and Fiona pins her down on the deck with two of her daggers. Hey, you! How dare you! There's no way to fight. It's how I fight now. You sit there and reflect on your actions. That's what happens when you're trying to hurt my friend Hilaire. Phil, you're trying to protect me. Well, yeah. We're team members, ain't we? I know, but after everything I did to your sister in Motier. Didn't I tell you before? I've already forgiven you for that. But back then, I was your enemy. Maybe you were in the, maybe you were in the path, but I have mightily big heart to go with these huge boobs. They're past in the past. We ain't let it come between us. Now let's work together to round up these lousy pirates. Right. Fiona draws two more daggers from her belt while Hilaire readies her sword. The two of them dance across the deck, parrying blows from all of the pirates who have managed to board our vessel. Metal clashes against metal and sparks fly through the air. Hey, get back here, you little punk. No way, I'm not gonna let an idiot like you catch me. And what can you do, You look just like a little girl. A little girl, do I? How funny. I show you just what I'm capable of. Carefully, Fiona, if you need any help, I'm here. Thanks, Hilaire, let's do this together. Right. While fueling in their fight, taking down scores of girls with their teamwork, Neve continues to blast magic spells at the other pirates trying to board our boat. The air smells of singed hair, burnt clothes, and salt. Phil's blades cut into a pirate's stomach while a Larry sword nicks a shoulder. Cranes of blood splashes against the deck. My crew are careful to avoid inflicting mortal injuries, but it's hard work when we are fighting for our lives such close quarters. If these pirates win, we'll never make it to Crescent Island. We never find the Forbidden Library, and we'll never be able to defeat Iona. That's why we have to win, no matter what, even if we need to spill blood and play dirty. I might not be fair, but we're on the high seas now, and pirates aren't fair. The fate of the world matters more than being fair does. A group of pirates circle me despite Neve's best attempts to mow them down. There are 4, 5, no 6 girls all brandishing weapons. Who's this lady? She is wearing some pretty fancy clothes. Do you think she's their captain? I don't know, but she looks like somebody important. I swear she seems familiar. I wonder who she is. Who cares? Everybody is equal on their high seas, no matter how rich they are. The money ours for the taking. And their clothes. And her clothes. Let's beat her up and steal her jewels. We'll make her taste the humiliation she's inflicted on the rest of our crew. She can't possibly take us all on. Oh, are you sure about that? So these girls think they can best me. How adorable. How cute. How utterly idiotic. I like the girls with a bit of ambition, but you set your sights too high. Now repent and think about what you've done. Wind begins to swirl around me. I blows the ghosts back, startling them, and before they can regain their senses, take this. Columns of fire burns around me in a perfect circle. The girls cry out in alarm. They jump backwards, trying to avoid my potent spell. And here, take this. The trusted members of my crew appear at my side, handily dispatching all 6 of the silly girls who try to fight me. The columns of fire encircling me slowly fade to nothing like the gutting flames of so many candles. The fire, though hot enough to melt steel, hasn't caused any damage to the wooden deck of the ship, and why should it? It's a magical fire, after all. I look at the crumpled bodies of Bonnie's crew. They're all unconscious, curled up on themselves like cats. I gave one of them a nudge in the stomach with the heel of my boot. She murmurs something unintelligible, but doesn't wake up. I sighed. How boring. There goes for all pushovers. They have no training, no discipline. They are not so different from wild beasts, really. And they thought they had any hope of defeating me, Viola, the Dark Witch. How ridiculous. And it's all so dull and predictable, it's enough to make me cry. I give you something to cry about. A member of Bonnie's crew comes up behind me, her teeth clenched in anger, her fingers gripping a flintlock pistol. Her finger is poised on the trigger ready to shoot, but I won't let her do that. Not so easily. A valiant effort, but with a click of my fingers, a rope of materializes from thin air. The rope winds around the girl, binding her feet together. She titters, then falls. Her shin hits the deck and she cries out in surprised pain. Blood bubbles around her lips and trickles slowly down her shin. I think she must have bitten her tongue, the poor dear. I'm sure it hurts, but I don't care about that now. I glance across the deck of my boat. It's a scene of perfect chaos. Elaine, even Theon, fending off waves of girls who are capitulated before their powers. I trained my crew well, and though we are lacking in numbers, we more than make up for it in raw firepower. These pirates can't even scratch us. Oh well, these girls are nothing more than cannon fodder. I'm not interested in them. My real target would be Bonnie. I take one neat step to the right just in time. The pirate's Captain Cutlass punches harmlessly through the air in the exact spot where my head was just seconds before. I hadn't moved, she would have scalped me. Ha! The captain spits on the deck. So you noticed me, did you? And I was hoping to get in a sneak attack while my girls kept you distracted. I'm sorry, but your girls aren't much of a distraction. I can tear through them as easily as tissue paper. Yes, I noticed. Quite a useless bunch, aren't they? Well, I figure as much. These girls don't have any proper training. Some of them have never even been on a boat before. Can you credit it? It's a crying shame that the great Captain Bonnie should be reduced to shifting through the dregs to scrape together a crew, but my reputation precedes me. Then I take you to you have made a name for yourselves across the sea7s. Quite. I'm a famous woman in my own right, you know. Famous or infamous. Don't they amount to the same thing? Is that why you were unable to get together a decent crew, Captain? Do you have a history of getting your girls killed over pretty petty endeavors? My endeavors are very petty. Launching an attack on an innocent vessel that did you no harm seems rather petty to me. Maybe you didn't do me no harm, but I have no doubts you would if I given the chance. You sound paranoid, Captain. Hardly. That's how it is on the high seas. It's better to take than be taken. And the one who fires the first shot has the highest chance of success. I was sure this boat belonged to a lady of means when I clapped my eyes on it, and I was right. I always am. Your clothes will fetch a pretty penny on the market. And those boots too. Genuine dragon hide, it looks like. Those shoes alone will make boarding your boat worth the hassle. Now sure, I find all kinds of precious gems and gold trinkets down in the hold too. First though, I've taken that nice dress of yours. I try not to get it too bloody. Bonnie launches forward, her cutlass flashing, her hair streaming behind her. She's fast, unlike the other members of her crew whose movements were hamstered and slapdash. Okay, there's definitely two words here that aren't real. Bonnie doesn't waste a single second. Her motions are fluid like those of snake rearing back to strike. She is precious too, the point of her blade aimed right at my neck. Now I see why she faced me with such easy arrogance, despite her failed sneak attack. She is a woman who is used to winning. How much blood stains her hands? How many lives has she taken with that blade? How many boats has she boarded, and how many captains have been brought to their knees before her? She's impressive, but as it stands, there's no way she'll be able to win. Unfortunately for her... what? She's only a human. She's not a mage, and she doesn't know any magic. Her footwork and her abilities with the blade are her even better than hilarious, but how could such a woman, ever hope to defeat me? It's not possible. I'm sorry, Bunny, but this time you picked a fight you can't win. I disappeared, air trembling when I once was, and the materials behind Bunny's back. It's no wonder she looks so shocked. Anybody would be. Teleportation is a difficult skill for even the strongest of mages to master. I am a rarity in that, and I can shift my body through space at will. Well, not entirely. There are caveats. I can teleport across large distance, but I don't need to. This should be more than enough to turn the tide of this battle. Now I can strike. I raise my hand, dark flames appear in my palm. I want to aim my attack at the base of her skull, strong enough to knock her out, but not strong enough to kill her. I can't let this captain die, not when she may be my ticket to Crescent Island. I temper the strength of my spell accordingly, and then unleash my power. This should be enough to immobilize her. It should be, but not so fast, you don't. Bunny turns. She jumps backwards, avoiding my dark flames by a hair's breadth. If I'd put a little more power into my attack, this wouldn't have happened, but it's too late for regrets now. So you know some magic, do you? Impressive. Why, thank you, but I don't need to compliment me. I already know how powerful I am. Hey, cocky little upstart, aren't you? You think you can defeat me? Quite easily. Bunny looks at me for a few moments, nonplussed before. Ha 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 ha. You don't beat around the bush, do you? You get straight to the heart of things, but I don't hate that. I concede, little miss, that you're stronger than I thought. For all your fancy clothes and your silky hair, but don't think you can ruin the rings around me just yet. You're not used to the high seas like I am. You don't know your way around a boat. You're not accustomed to the sway of the deck beneath your legs, or the smell of the salt in the air. You don't know how pirates fight, and I'll be damned if I let a novice like you get the better of me. I'd rather die than lose to a girl like you. You can't die. I need you alive. Oh? You need me? Is that so? It is. You're important to my plans. I see how it is. You need me, and that means you can't kill me. Unfortunately, I have no such commendation. You just made my job a hell of a lot easier, little miss. Bunny flies at me, her cutlass raised. She brings the blade down, and I deflect it with a hastily made blade made of ice. Bunny cutlass sneers through my ice dagger, shattering it in dozen crystalline pieces, but that doesn't stop her from swinging again and again and again. I get my teeth together. I conjure more blades made of ice each time Bunny brings her cutlass down, but she shatters all of them. I can't protect myself well enough, but I'm not made of hand-to-hand combat. Fighting intelligently like this with a sharp blade designed to draw blood isn't my forte. I'd rather overwhelm my enemies with my powerful magic, but... Take this. Bunny with her sheer speed has actually managed to push me back. She drives onward, seemingly unencouraging, when the flying ice shards cut her arms and cheeks. Her cutlass meets my makeshift blade over and over. She strikes and I parry. I aim at her eyes and she ducks. Bunny charges and I loop about her before she can graze me with her blade. It's like a deadly dangerous dance, but one of us will have to give in the end. Each of Bunny's blows are designed to kill, whereas I simply want to immobilize her. She's putting more strength behind her thrust than I am. But she can't afford to. I'd It doesn't matter if Bonnie, whether I live or die. She doesn't care about me, she only cares about the treasure she can steal from my corpse. I found a pragmatic woman, and the sheer brutality masked by her elegant blows is almost breathtaking, but I can't let her win. I won't. You try my patience, Captain. As if I, the great dark witch Viola, would ever let myself be bested by a mere mortal like you. Viola? It's here the Bonnie pauses, her brow furrows. I've heard of that name before, but you can't be. Believe whether you want, it makes no difference to me. Whether you think I'm the fair dark witch or a young girl playing pretend, none of it will matter when you're bound on the floor and begging for mercy. Begging for mercy? Quite a wild imagination you got there. I don't know if you're the dark witch or not, but I never beg. It is in my blood. I'm far too proud. Oh, you won't amuse me. How sad. That's surely upsetting. Then I suppose I have to force you. Ha! Big words from a little girl. Bonnie dashes forward and once more, her blade cutting through the air, but I am ready for her. I stamp the heel of my dragonhide boots against the wooden deck, and a flurry of flames shoot up from the ground like a geyser. Bonnie swerves away from the fire before I can cinch her, and aims a blow at my back, but I anticipated that. I'm more than prepared. I reach out my palm as though attempting to shake her hand. Bonnie's blade flies forth without mercy, ready to slice my hand clean down the middle. Bonnie blade comes within an inch of my unprotected skin, but it doesn't reach me. It can't. Okay, that's a new picture. So that is where I'm gonna end this, because we have actually gone for 27 minutes, and that's not a little bit. So Elite, those all I have for Sakura MMO 3 this time. That's it, like, share, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!